Good evening and welcome dear viewers of Channel 2 of Kuwait TV in your daily program, which covers all the events and activities such as social, art, technical, medical, cultural, sports and political, and hosts a lot of artists, athletes, doctors, engineers and intellectuals in various fields, and all that in daily half an hour except for the weekends. Our first report we're going to cut to is the blood donations, so let's check it out.
Blood donations campaigns as a gift of life are among the most popular activities that public institutions hold as part of their social responsibilities.
And our plan is to have every year one blood donor camp, and it's a blood donor is a humanity cause, and it's above the nationalities and all the religious and other stuff. So we are just adding value to it as a second home. We are believing Kuwait is our second home, and we are contributing for social activities.
We at Pakistan Sports Association Kuwait, we are gathered here to conduct our annual blood donation drive. Blood donation is a noble cause and humanitarian cause, and we are all here to support this noble cause over here. And it is our social responsibility, being a Pakistani community here in Kuwait. We are adding value by fulfilling our social responsibility by donating blood and spreading this noble cause throughout the community. And this noble cause and humanitarian cause is beyond to any religion, community, nationality.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We at Pakistan Sports Association, we are conducting blood camp over here. Regardless of nationality and religion, we are conducting blood camp for everyone, and actually Kuwait is our second home after Pakistan. So means we are trying our best to help this country as our own country, and hopefully inshallah means we will try our best to help in all the matters.
PSK is among the active associations that exist here in Kuwait. It organizes various activities not only in sports but other social and cultural ones.
Hello and welcome back. I'm here today with Fouad Qabazard, a mountain Everest climber. Hello and welcome to our show.
Thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you, Farah, for the invitation.
We're just very fond of what you have done and as a group, and I've got to say you made us all so proud, and Kuwait especially. So I believe your adventure was a great adventure, so we're going to check out the report that summarizes everything you guys did.
Excellent. Amen.
Successfully we reached the top of the Mountain Everest. It was not easy, I would say. But we all understand, looking at the resources, no matter what the plan we have, I think working together, this is what made us achieve the success of reaching the top of the mountain.
Now we are on the mountain. We want to maintain it. We want to strengthen its trust. We need to trust each other to be safe on the mountain.
Easter Island people, these people really looked after their legacy. Their island was very green, has a lot of trees, so they felt that they have to build something that reflect them and remain there as an heritage and legacy for them. So they thought of creating a statues that really represent them, and then when they create the statues and they put it in the middle of the island, they found out that they had lost the trees that brings the birds which they usually feed off. So they could not catch these birds to eat. So the starvation started. The whole, let's say, society demolished. And finish. So this is a great story really to see, and this is what we were. We had all the resources, we were there. We were at the top of that mountain.
Well, as a start, Kuwaitis, the caveman era, million years back, we were just trying to find our way, just digging here and there just to find our food. We reached a level of satisfaction when we started to fish for pearl and trying to trade and feed our family. Then the oil came, we had lavished, and the country has boomed with the wealth that we were in. We went all the way to the top. I wish that we could have sustained it, but we could not hold on. We're down again, trying to find our way and be back to the top. It's not an easy journey to do, but hopefully we'll get there.
So we are at a point where we have to make a decision, and we have two choices. Choice A, which is to really continue what we're doing at this stage and be fighting about what we each want, as opposed to work together. This option makes us look really bad. Our GDP isn't really the best, and sectors keep fighting over the same resource. In one way, it seems like this option takes us back in time. Or we choose to go up and work towards one objective, which is reaching the summit of Everest. We can only do that if we look back to the values that we once had, and we all look like one team working together for the sake of the country.
Guess what? I reached to the Mountain Everest, and what I saw this cat. This cat represents life, energy, a good luck. Plus, this will bring trust to individual and the organization for better future for Kuwait.
Welcome back. That was a very touching report. I've got to say that adventure looked amazing. So can you tell us more about the motivation? What drove you to come up with this idea and to go and take that journey, and with the group that you had?
Okay. After doing this report, which was presented with almost 24 managers in the oil sector, it was really addressed what they want to see Kuwait as the summit. The summit is Kuwait. So this was a drive that we need to implement it. We need to take the flag, the symbol that we believe on as a way of hope for Kuwait future, to put it there. So we had a discussion with some of my friends, and we went to see the movie, and we came out and decided who is coming. So actually there was somehow more challenges, that there was the movie was not that easy. So I took it myself when I came back home, contacted several of agencies in Nepal to arrange this trip, and again did a lot of research about who went and what was the experience that took, the difficulties. So I did very well exercise of the information, and it was within a week.
Wow, so all the preparations and the idea was done within a week?
Within a week, and then for physically went to my personal trainer. I said, well, this is what I'm planning to do. So he said, mainly you need to make sure that you have the physical, what do you call your heart need to be very strong, because you're talking about very cold temperature.
Yes.
And legs, you're going very high level altitudes and mountains. You're talking about around 6,000 to 7,000 meters. So I went to a very intensive 6 weeks program. And
can you tell us more about the training?
Well, the training, yeah, it's
over here we could see a picture on the screen. Can you tell us more about this picture?
That was a day 2 days before reaching to the base camp. Was just visualizing what you call the nature, the peace between.
It looks amazing. I didn't think that's an actual picture. I thought this is like some sort of photography, you know, where it's photoshopped and everything is just clicked. Wow, this is a great picture. Can you tell us about the feelings you had once you held the Kuwaiti flag?
This is what actually the symbol that we agreed we need to hold and put it on the mountain in the top of the the base camp. Not just the flag, even the symbol, Kuwait, which is the His Highness the Emir and the Crown Prince. This is what everyone needs to look at, and this is what we if we look into Kuwait future, this is what actually we need to aim for.
Yes, and can you tell us more about this picture?
Oh, this is there was another mountain, almost went to the summit around 6,000.
Yes.
Just waiting for the sunset.
Okay.
And this is the sunset of Everest.
That's how it actually looks like.
Yes.
Hitting the sun. Okay.
Yes, that's the sunset. It was amazing. The trip, sunset, sunrise, amazing.
The pictures look great, so I can't picture it being not a picture, just like something in front of me, you know?
Yeah.
Looks really nice. And what about this picture?
This one is just to show the how, I don't know what to say, but it has this feeling of being part of the
atmosphere there. Yes.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about the temperatures? Because I see it's all snow and it's Mount Everest. So
yeah, during the day was like okay. If you talking about the levels, it's different. So we're talking if you start with 2,000 meters, it was legally it's not around 10, but as you go up, you're talking about temperature difference. During the day it reaches like 2 to 3, but in the middle of the night it reaches like -10, -15.
Wow. Here it's like 10 or 15. It's too cold for us.
When this is with the wind, it's again, if you don't wear.
Did you actually sleep? Did you guys manage to sleep, or was it just wanting to wake up every day and then just moving on, or constantly thinking of this feeling of adrenaline going on in your body?
Sleeping was a challenge for us.
Okay.
It's because it was a new thing, but the guide, the shepherd, what they call it, that he forced me not to sleep during the day.
Okay.
So that when I go to the bed at night, I go just throw myself.
You just sleep.
Yeah, I go
immediately.
Immediately.
Okay, that's great.
But it's because staying at night awake, it's a hazard.
Yes, definitely, because you need to be alert during the whole time, and the process is very hazardous, as you said.
Yes.
So can you tell us more about the training?
Okay. Training, it was, of course, with the group training, with the gym I've been with, I think it was like around 15. During the weekdays, we do like an hour and a half.
Okay.
It was very tense exercise. During the day, do 1 hour and a half.
So every single day you have to work out?
Every day with the duration of 6 weeks. I was really looking at the diet as well, full diet. Supplements, which is again normal supplement, proteins and milkshake, what they call shake, and those sort of things. So it was 6 weeks. Finished today. Tomorrow I took the flight, departed there. But again, it was really very, very challenging.
So can you tell us your feelings, like before, during the process, and afterwards, like your feeling throughout the whole thing?
Before, it was so exciting to go. When I arrived, I've confronted the reality.
Did you ever have this hesitation where you I think
I shouldn't have
done this. This is like too much.
Yeah.
Or is it too late? I have to go.
No,
or was it the motivation that you had, the drive that you had from the beginning, that you were going to do this no matter what?
Yes, it was the motivation. Again, it was after the report you just displayed. It was that the motivation I have to take the flag on the top of that mountain.
So that was a huge thing for you.
It was. It was the, as I would say, the only. It was that I need to put that there.
Yeah.
So I confronted with a lot of challenges. It was total culture shock for me.
So here we see the picture.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it was culture shock for
And
me.
after doing this, so you accomplished this. How is it? How did it feel?
You can't explain it, but again, that it was something I was very proud to do it for my team, and it went again inside me. I was very happy, but I was very happy seeing the smiles of my team that was saying, "We really, Fouad, you really want to do this because it's really difficult. There was a lot of fear." So I break that, and now we're planning something really totally.
Yes, we're going to keep this a secret at the very end of the show.
Okay.
So can you tell us more about the food? Because you told us more about the training, what you had.
Yes.
What were some of the foods that you had to get rid of? And during the adventure, this journey you had for how long? Maybe 2 weeks?
Yes.
You were there? Can you tell us what were the type of foods you survived on and what kept you going?
Okay. The food, mainly talking dry food.
Okay.
And mainly carbs.
Okay.
Carbs, we're talking about like noodles,
everything that
rice.
gives you energy.
Exactly. But we're not allowed to take us at a certain extent very little portions, because even having half full stomach, this will make you sick.
Okay.
So that if I got sick, it totally will destroy the trip.
Obviously, and the place that we saw, like we saw the report, you cannot be sick there. It's just nowhere
you lost
to be, or to sit.
It's if you got sick, if you got infected by any flu, it's just you lost it. Mountain sickness. They have to give me like with the Dimex, which some sort of a supplement of it.
Over here we're seeing some of the videos of this is you being there, and we see an avalanche. Can you tell us more about what's going on?
Okay, this is a movie, but when I went there to base camp, it was the plan to go base camp 1 at least.
Okay.
Unfortunate, again, they were alerting me in the way. They're saying, "Fouad, we might not take you. But we will take you something with another mountain." But when we reached there, I saw it with my own eyes. The avalanche was coming down. And I saw, it was really risky. And they said, if you're planning to come next time, you need to make it in February onwards, which is where you have a lot of snow, and exactly what the movie we just saw.
What we just saw, the avalanche. And of course, everyone wants to avoid that. That's very dangerous. No matter how advanced or professional you are at climbing a mountain, that's just
absolutely no. You have to get a license for it, otherwise you're not allowed to go.
Yes. So you were telling us about this new trip, next trip that you have. So can you tell us more about it?
Okay, so when I reached there, and there was some friends were saying, "Okay, fine, let's do another trip."
Okay.
And when I came out and had this small discussion with some of my friends, now we're planning to do another summit, inshallah, in February, and
that's very interesting.
Yeah, and I think the level will be around 7,000.
Can you tell us about the tools, the type of clothes, the helmet, the goggles that you have on? What are the things you need for anyone to climb up a mountain?
Okay, you have to check with the organizer. Usually it lists you all the items, but you need to go to a really certified adventure shop to get those items. So you're talking about clothes, layers, meaning thermal, I think like we call 4 layers till the raining coat.
Okay.
It's a must. You're talking about the goggles, sun protection. You're talking about shoes, 2 types of shoes. You need to also protect your leg from any snow.
Yes.
So it's not allowed to have your clothes soaked. Once you soaked, can get easily in your body, and then you get sick. So you need to isolate the clothes that you need to isolate from any rain, snow, and anything. So the only thing, there's a lot of shops, I would say, but again, you need to find decertified shops for climbing. and for doing that. But it's really, it's a lot of stuff that you need to buy.
Yes, definitely. And what about the luggage that you have on your bag?
Yeah.
Your big backpacks. Can you tell us what are some of the essential things that you have and how heavy it gets?
Okay. Usual it gets to 12 kilos, mainly talking about water, because it's a must. You have to always drink water, minimum from 5 to 6 liters per day. You're talking about dry foods, so when you feel hungry, at least you have something in the energy. You're talking about some, what do you call, wet Kleenex, those sort of things.
Yes, the wipes.
All the wipes, yes. You're talking about some charges for the lights. Because sometimes you get dark, so you need to get some batteries, a towel, what do you call, the gloves?
Yes.
The
and
hat
what
cover.
about the tents that you have? Do you make them yourselves, or does like each member have a part of it? And how
you need to have the sleeping bag, but for sake of this trip, it's because we didn't went to base camp 1 and 2 where you have those tents.
Campsites. Okay.
But they have what they call tea houses or guest houses.
Okay.
Well, still you have a decent room. You don't need to go, but because it was not the season, so those guest houses were again empty.
Yes.
But if it is the season, which is February, and this is where we're talking about
so you guys have to run
exactly
to get that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. And what was we're going to cut to a short report, and we'll continue on just after the short report. So stay tuned.
Okay. Great.